Step right up, folks. You are now entering It's a Circus, where motherhood, womanhood, and self care aren't always a show stopping act, but they're certainly entertaining. I'm your host, Elsa, here to prove that no one really knows what they're doing, and that's perfectly fine. Let's have some real conversations, peel back the layers, and remind you that you're never alone in this season of becoming. Let's get the show rolling. Hello, and welcome back to my solo series. I am so excited. We are closing out season 4, and it has just felt incredible these last couple of weeks. It's been crazy. It's been busy. We've had a lot going on, but it's felt really good. And I shared with you at the beginning of the year how I wanted this year to go. And one of the qualities that I talked about that I really wanted to represent this year was like unhinged. And the other one was relentless and ascending, right? So like these words are like living, and there are things that are happening right now that are, I feel, just like very well represented in those words. And one of them that's huge, that's happening right now, is I am going to open up a studio. And I am so excited. I found an opportunity to open up a studio that would support filming of the podcast, as well as offer a place for my beauty edits to live. So this is freaking amazing. I am so excited, and I am sharing this for lots of reasons, but one of them is I am doing like a founders series, a founders circle. And it's a way to get in really early, experience a beauty edit, and then when my studio is open, come in and I'll do your full glam. So we'll do the beauty edit as like I normally have been doing, which has been awesome. And then I'll have you come in and get to experience the studio, have a full glam, and you'll have access to me whenever you want or have beauty questions. It's a whole vibe, and it's really exciting. So yes, welcome to my absolute and crazy 2026 year. Is the year, the turning point year, where I'm landing the plane on an actual studio space. I cannot wait to do these interviews in person. Obviously, we will still do the remote interviews too, depending on where you are. But if you are local, you can come in and it will be so much fun. And then if you are remote, or you're in the area, or you're planning to be out in Florida at some point, I hope to be one of those stops on your podcasting tour. So we're here, and I do the glam anyways, so you don't even have to worry about, coming in looking a certain way. Like, I've got you. So this is going to be exciting. This is going to be huge. It is a big deal. And it doesn't happen by itself. So that's why I'm sitting here saying, let's get our founding members in. I'm doing sort of like a blitz of a good rate, and then also your full glam when I can see you again. So whether that's in person as the studio opens, if you're local, or whether that is remote. So very exciting. I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. And I will be taking you all along for the ride. So I have had a handful of beauty edits remotely and in person. And I've been picking up on these themes that I kind of want to share with you that I think are really important. And it's kind of like I keep hearing myself repeat certain things. So I feel like I'm going to take some of these learnings to this platform and share them with you. So one of the first things that a lot of people ask me, or like don't know how to ask me, but like they're asking around it. So I'm just going to share with you. I have been in the beauty industry literally my entire career, over 20 years. I started as a makeup artist on the sales floor doing makeup. And I was doing makeup at a volume and a speed that is like absolutely inhumane. So I was doing a ton of work that way. And then I worked my way up into the business. Found myself running beauty boutique locations. And then found myself then helping founders come up with good concepts around like the customer experience and shaping like the retail piece of it and the sales team piece of it. Then I found myself helping people really execute on these very new big ideas. So there have been a lot of just industry knowledge and being around. I mean, some of my best friends are still in the beauty industry, and just kind of understanding how it works. And if you take the span of my career, I got to watch what YouTube did to beauty influencers, what YouTube did to the beauty industry. I got to watch Sephora, that started out with like 3 brands, and expand to what it is now. I got to understand and see what it took to go into these wholesale markets, not just that, but also like the Ultas and the Space and K's and all of that. I also got to witness the beauty counter culture and how the beauty counters themselves within the department stores, how that has changed and evolved over time. So there's been a big span of the trends I've gotten to see, the way the industry responded, the way startups responded, the way bigger brands have responded. And I am now in a unique opportunity place where I have kind of been like, what really jazzes me up and what would I love to see as a change in the industry? And for me, what I love and have always loved is the client and customer experience. I love being in person. I love being on the sales floor. I love being around product. I love finding like little bits and pieces that people don't know they need, and I can show them that. That's my absolute favorite thing. And so instead of running programs and teaching teams how to do that, I'm literally just doing it. And I'm doing it in a way that's really exciting and authentic. So, you know, at 16, my mom took me to the MAC counter for the first time. It was my first like big makeup moment experience. It was absolutely amazing, life-changing. And I just remember like idolizing these women that could transform someone and give them these tools and ability to feel beautiful. And then when I started doing makeup on the sales floor, it was astounding. It was addictive to realize that you had the power to make somebody feel so good and confident. And that was just like, I'm hooked for life. So that feeling of me helping you feel really good about what you can do or the choices that you're making around beauty is amazing. And then the shopping experience right now in beauty is wild. It's totally different. And, you know, it's going to evolve and change as it always does. But I have this example. I'm like, why are we spending $40 on a lipstick that you have to bend down and like wipe the dust off to try on? It's crazy to me. It's so not luxurious and just kind of nuts. And now at this point, we just have loads of brands and like new things coming out all the time and trends and all of that. It's overwhelming for me, and I'm like in the world. So I can't imagine anybody else kind of walking into the shops and being like, oh, I know exactly what I want, or like confused about what they want, or intimidated. And when I have been doing these beauty edits, that's a lot of the like frustration that I'm hearing is like, well, I just don't know what to wear. Like, why would I wear that? Or I've always worn that. And when I walk into these shops, everything is like so confusing and I'm not sure what I should do. And so that's really what I look at, is to help you help me guide you to what you like. And I think the other thing that I think is really overwhelming is this idea that we need all of these different products. We really don't. We need like a few good pieces, and those few pieces can actually do a lot. And I was with somebody yesterday and we're walking by a brand, and like, I like this brand. And I even said, I was like, hey, like I'm into some of these things. And I'm like, but they literally have like 80 concealers, and that doesn't make sense to me. So and like to anyone else, that would also be just very overwhelming. So again, it's just this idea of like, let me be your guide, let me help you. What are some of the questions that you have really wanted to ask? What are some of the trends that you're really curious about that you would like to see work for you or you'd like to make work for yourself? That is really what I'm doing. And I can do this in person. I can do this at a store of your choice, or we can pick something together. I can also do it online. So both options, there's like pros and cons to both. It's really fun. And then for the people participating in the founder series, you guys get the opportunity to come in and get a full glam with me once the studio opens. So please come in, please support. I am freaking out, very excited. Can't believe I get this opportunity to open up a real studio where this podcast is going to go to new heights. The beauty edits are going to just absolutely skyrocket. And the ability to create a world that can really give back to the space of holding women's stories, the podcast, and then also this space of kind of giving, back like the beauty and the confidence and really honestly your individual power to make great choices that feel really good for you, and you can find that joy of getting ready again. So all of those things are happening. This is the studio. I'm really excited to talk about it, and you will see me all over everything right now talking about and booking these specific founder deals and founder member moments. So that is happening. So please reach out, DM, email me. If I haven't reached out to you personally, I would love to help you in your beauty edit. And I have a couple different philosophies. One, my philosophy is I only want to make you feel good and comfortable in whatever you're wearing on your skin. So we'll talk through all of that. Secondly, I love to give you new ideas, and I will give you tips and tricks along the way. If you have any trends that you want to try or are curious about, we'll be talking about that. And then I love to talk about brands. So what are these brands? What are they known for? How long have they been around? What's maybe some insider information? I will give that all to you as we go out and decide what products are going to be great for you. And then in the meantime is you can tell me what you love. You can tell me what's working for you. You can keep those items. You don't have to replace everything. You may just want to fill in the gaps, but I will at least give you, lots of different suggestions for what you can choose the next time you need those products as well. So no rules. Makeup has no rules. It is really fun. It can be very enjoyable. And that's what I want to be able to bring to you, is that enjoyment and excitement around getting ready, trying something new, and this ability to feel great when you look into the mirror. So I've got you. Let's book something together soon. And cheers. We are closing out season 4 of the podcast. Season 5 is booked and lined up. And it has been a really busy season as we enter the next era of a real studio space for the podcast and for our beauty edits. I can't wait to bring you on for the ride. So thank you so much. And you will be hearing a lot from me out there. I'm warning you right now. I hope that everywhere you look, that's all you see. So I will talk to you all soon. Thanks. Thanks for listening to It's a Circus podcast. If today's episode made you feel a little less alone, share it with a friend who might need it too. We are building something special at the Turner Brothers Circus, a space for women in transition to find connection, laughter, and support as they navigate motherhood, identity, and taking care of themselves along the way. I'd love for you to be a part of it. Remember, you're doing better than you think. Stay grounded, stay real, and embrace that beautiful mess. And as always, the show must go on. Until next time.